Good day once again. My name is Graphics. Today we want to look an important aspect in mathematics, which is the multiplication of negative and positive sign, because this aspect has really caused a lot of problems in the world of mathematics. That is why I'm looking into it today. We know from our basic class that minus times minus is equals to what? Plus. Right? And we know also that minus times plus will give us what? Minus. And we also know that plus times plus, and then the plus times plus to give us what? Plus. Now we'll take them one after the other. Case 1. If I have minus 2 times minus 2, I'm going to have minus times minus, that is plus, right? Then 2 times 2 will give me what? 4. Right? Also, if I have minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2, let me just put this into a bracket. It is going to give us 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That will give us 16. Right? Then minus times minus times minus times minus give us what? Plus. Now you're wondering, how come? Let's take another illustration again. Minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and times minus 2, 6. We still have positive, but this will not be what? 64. When you count the minus, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And it's having 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 give us 64. So this can easily be written as minus 2, can be written as what? Minus 2 to the power of what? 6. This can be written as saying minus 2 to the power of what? 4. This can be written as saying minus 2 to the power of what? 2. That's what it means, right? So what I'm making guys understand here is that what? Whenever you're multiplying series of numbers and they are even in nature, even means either they are 2, they are 4, they are 6, they are 8, they are 10, as in even numbers. They are even in nature, your answer will always remain in positive as long as what? They are even, and every one of them is what? Is negative. So even power, this is even power here, even power here, even power here. Just know your answer will remain in what? In positive, right? So that is for it. So whenever you are solving, you are multiplying more than 2 numbers, and you now count the negative sign there to be what? Even. Maybe you have 2 negative numbers there, you know it to be in positive. If you have 4 negative numbers there, you know it to be what? Also positive. Now look at this scenario again. This case 1. Now what about if it is now even number? Like even number. Maybe we're having minus 2 to the power of what? 3. And that will give us minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2. Since it is even, the answer will always remain in what? In negative. So minus minus minus, you count it, the minus is 1, 2, 3, Since it is even, your answer always remain in what? Negative. So 2 times 2 times 2 will give you what? 8. Even if it is minus 7, minus 2 raised power what? 7. Right? So as long as it is odd, as long as it is what? Odd number, this is minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 in 7 places. So in 7 places, it will give us 128. But since the negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is odd number, the answer always remain in what? Negative. So we're having 128. Because 2 into 7 places is 128. So what I'm trying to make you guys understand here today is that when you're negative, you are multiplying the negative number and they are even in nature, like they are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, no matter what you are multiplying, as long as the negative is even, the answer will always remain in positive. And as long as your negative is odd, no matter how big it is, when you count the negative signs there and they are odd in nature, just know your answer will always be in what? In negative. That is case 1. Now, so case 2, if I have minus 2 times 6, what would that give us? Now watch. Here you see, because there's nothing here doesn't mean there's nothing there. There's something there, and that is what? Positive. So when you see any natural number that is standing alone without no sign attached to it, there's a sign attached to it, and that is what? Positive. And we know it takes 2 positive, 2 negative to give you 1 positive. So that means automatically, if it's positive that is here, like this, is like we having minus 2 times minus 6. So that means we have how many negative now? 1, 2, 3, and that is what? That is odd. So our answer will always remain in what? In negative, and that will be what? 12. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? A positive sign is gotten from multiplication of what? 2 negative sign. And we said earlier that if your negative is odd in number, your answer will always remain in what? In negative. So that's why we're having this. So that means if I have minus 2 times 6 times 1, right? So it means that there's a positive here and there's a positive here. So it means 2 negative, 2 negative, making 4 negative, plus this negative making 5 negative, so it is odd. So the answer will always remain in what? In negative. So we're having what? 12 here. So that is just for this particular area here. Now you can pause the video and try this on your own. Minus 3 times 5 times minus 2. What is our answer? You can pause the video and tell me what the answer of that is. Okay, thank you. Now there's a positive here. It takes 2 negative to give you 1 positive, right? So 2, 3, 4. So the negative there is what? Even. So our answer will always remain in what? In positive. So 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 2 is what? Is 30. So thank you very much. Now, in terms of division of positive and negative sign, if you have negative divided by negative, it will surely give you a positive. And if you have a positive divided by what? A positive, it will always give you a positive. Also, if you have a negative divided by a positive, it will surely give you a negative. Or a positive divided by a negative will always give you a negative. Are we good? So let's take an illustration and see. If I say minus 2 over minus 2. Since it is negative over negative, just know your answer is what? Positive. So it will be 2 all over 2, which will give us 1 over 1, because 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 1, and we're having what? 1. Also, if I have minus 2 all over plus 2, and I told you earlier that it takes 2 negative to form a positive. So this negative will equate this negative, right? And that will give us 2 all over what? Negative 2. Are we good? And it can move further to give us 1 over minus 1, and that will give us minus 1. Right? So one thing you need to know is, if you're having a negative over negative, it will always give you a positive. Just like we're saying minus times minus will give you a plus. Minus divided by plus is same as saying minus times plus. So that is what you have to know.